Okay, this is Everett, and first thing is the squash is wrong. Um, it shouldn't be squashing at the when it's at the top of the curve. It should actually be its spherical shape. It squashes when it hits the ground because it's decelerating very quickly, and it stretches as it accelerates. So the squash and stretch is wrong, and I think we'll see a couple other issues when we um, pull this apart in here. Let's take a look. Um, so this is just not right at all. It's just, if anything, it's almost completely backwards what you've done with the squash and stretch. Because it should be the most stretched, like right before it hits, and then squashed once it gets there. And then that one went back to normal at the top. But here, this one's squashed again already, where it should actually be stretched here. Um, so, so this one, yeah, should be kind of squashed, like stretched like that. Yeah, and then stretched like that. And then, by the middle of the bounce, it should be 0. I just have auto keyframe on, so it's automatically. And then again, okay, so let's take a look at that so far. I would also say that, yeah, your squashes are just too big. So let's just decrease how squashed those are. Um, the other thing here is that should be right at 1. So it's touching the ground, but you have it kind of floating above the ground. So I'm just changing all these bottom ones to exactly 1, which will probably screw up my... So that's looking better. And then the forward momentum is a little odd. It's probably stretching too much, but yeah, the forward momentum is making it look a little weird too. So you animated this one. Yeah, you have this slow, fast, slow thing, which is not right. So if anything, let's make it linear. And oops, that's better. Although I might have it travel further, but generally the right idea there. Realistic. I like kind of how the first bounce is really fast. Like I could imagine a real ball being that fast, but I think the squash is too exaggerated. And I think it would help to just the way you framed it isn't so great. It's kind of out of the frame. It'd probably be easier to look at that one in Maya. Um, I like that there's smaller bounces at the end, but I would put some amount of rotation on the ball. Um, just because, yeah, pretty much any ball is going to rotate. And there's some issues with the Y translate on those last couple bounces. Let's take a look. You can see right there, see that shape isn't right. So you did this right, you did this kind of right. These are definitely wrong. Break tangents, just middle mouse dragging those up. Well, the other thing is I would have this bounce take less time too because it's so much shorter, and also this one. So those take less time, because they're shorter. They're, so and if you're gonna have like a slide like this at the end, you definitely want to do a rotate thing with that. Where's my rotate? This one? So I'll just keyframe that here. What, maybe like a quarter turn like that? Maybe a little less. Change that to, well, it might be. Let's make that one linear because it should be. Yeah, the roll at the end looks okay. But I think the squash again is too much, so I would tone that down.